I was waiting to make this video for a long time, and you will understand why. We have about 3 hectares of lawn on the property. That's about 7.5 acres, and it takes forever to cut it, to take care of it. About 1 day in the summer, 1 full day a week, just to take care of the grass here. And that's not sustainable, that's not clever to spend so much time on the grass. And a lot of people reached out and said, why don't you use robots on your property? And I did. A couple of years ago, a company came and placed a couple of robots here in the property to show us, and then hoping that we would buy them. But we tried them, and it was a catastrophe. They didn't work, they got blocked, the cut was not clean. Even though it was a famous company, we were absolutely not satisfied and decided to go back to our traditional machine cutting. And recently I was discussing with a friend, and he said, Philip, these robot lawnmowers have changed a lot. They have improved massively in the last couple of years, and also the prices got down really considerably. And when Antbot reached out to us, a company that makes such robot lawnmowers, I was super happy to try it out. So for full transparency, this video is a paid partnership with Antbot, and they provided the lawnmower free of charge. However, I will honestly tell you, if I think that nowadays we can delegate the lawn mowing to a robot on our property, because if we can, probably everybody can. It's a complicated landscape here. And I hope that you're as excited as I am, because, well, if that works out, it would make a huge difference for us. I reached out to the guys from Antbot, and we had a discussion about our property here. They saw photos, and they suggested to take the N series. This is the model for 1,500 square meters. That should be the perfect size for here. We have about 1,300 to 1,350 square meters here. And it's not only a lawnmower, it can do so much more. It's useful in many seasons, but more to that later. Okay, installation guide. For those who know me, you see me reading the instructions, which is quite exceptional, but I'm doing it because this is a partnership video and I need to be a good example. If it was me alone, I probably wouldn't do it. I would just build it up and hope it works. These communicate with a RTK antenna, which is sort of reference for the lawnmower, and it works with GPS and the antenna, and combined they are very, very precise. But the only condition is we need to put the antenna somewhere further than 3 meters away from high, tall buildings or trees. Now that's feasible. Is that considered a tall building? Probably. What I want to do in the future is I want to put the antenna on the roof, because I think that would be the perfect position, clear view to the sky. But for now, for testing it, I think here it's perfectly fine. Ooh, there he is, the Antbot. I call him Antboy, Ant-Man. It took me about 20 minutes to set this up, and what I can say so far, it looks all like really nice quality, and all the tools are in there as well, which is always nice. And they have these little clips to put the cables on the ground so you don't fall over them. All right, now I need to put the machine on the charging station to charge it. I've never seen that on another robot before, but this one has a collecting attachment, which means you can collect clippings, but you can also collect leaves in autumn. So the grass will stay very pristine. It's amazing, and you don't even have to empty it because it does it by itself, but I'm looking forward to see that. Please make sure the device is powered on. Yes, it is. The Bluetooth on your phone on, and near this device. Yes, ready? Haha, found it. Here it is. I installed the update, it was quick, and now the app asks me to create a map, and that means mapping out the areas where you want the lawnmower to go. If you have a very simple garden, you can do it automatically. I think I want it to go to specific places, and so I want to do it manually. It's moving. Turn around. Woo! What are these flies there? I'm filming, no flies here. Just a lawnmower, doggies. It tells me that the mapping is finished, done, and now I need to create a dumping area. I showed the robot the outline of the garden, of the area that he should mow, and now I'm going around the beds. So yeah, he has an obstacle avoidance, of course, but I think it's more efficient to tell him where not to go, so he can, predict it and put it into his robot brain, and then it's certainly better. And if you wonder why there's a second dog, it's not ours, it's our friend's dog. He came over, he's Ziggy's best buddy. Look, his first mowing. I know there is a lot of grass. It's probably way too much for him, poor Robert. Look at that, look at that. Now I understand, he started by making a spot for discharge all of the grass. How clever. And now he continues with longer stripes. Oh, he's a clever klotz. That is pretty cool, I must say. And off he goes. And off he goes again. All right, let's give him a couple of hours to finish his work. And it's fantastic because I'm free now and I can go for a bike ride whilst the grass is taken care of. Goodbye, Ant-Man. I expect you to be finished when I'm back. Now look at this side. Jean-Pierre cut it last week with our old lawnmower and he did the same on this side. But look at the difference. Here and here. Wow. Isn't it impressive that such a small machine can make heaps and heaps of grass like this? And I think it's worth noting that unlike other bots out there that have a brush collecting system, the Antbot has a 99 grass collection efficiency. Because the Anthbot N8 collects the grass instead of simply mulching it, it is naturally a little louder than an average robot mower. So if a silent operation is your main priority, one of Antbot's mulching-only robots may be the better choice. I wanted to try out the mulching mode, so I took off the collecting attachment and put the mulching attachment on. So it spits the grass out like a conventional lawnmower robot. I think when the grass is high for some reason, I'm going to still have him collect. But if the grass is not that high and if he does this on a permanent basis, maybe the mulching attachment is the way to go because it's a bit faster, because he doesn't have to go back all the time to empty it. I will see in the future which one I use. I think it's really handy to have both options, especially in the fall when you have the leaves. The collecting thing will be amazing. I did here, on this side, I did the collecting mode and then I switched it into mulching to see the difference. And as you can see, there's obviously a little bit of grass now here. In hindsight, I should have let him collect the whole area for once and then switch into mulching mode. But I wasn't patient enough. I wanted to try the mulching mode. So yeah, now I have to deal with the little grass here, but it's fine. Don't move. He's checking you out now. What is this naughty girl that stops my truck? It's almost done, and I must say, I've never seen this lawn as beautifully cut as this. And this is only the first time the robot passed here, so imagine how this will turn out in a week or in a month's time when, you know, the grass gets nicer and nicer. So I'm very, very pleased. So if you have a lawn and you were thinking about getting a robot, I highly suggest to check out Antbot's homepage. They have different models and you will find the right one for your size and type of garden. Look at this, I think he's literally doing the last little stripe and then he starts over again because this is going to continue and it's going to get better and better and better. Brilliant, good job.